Technically, you're the king of the horn. I know I'm allowed to say that. You can go red. But I just had to laugh because I was speaking to some people that knew you in your student days, and one of them told me that your teacher in those days was a little bit worried that your embouchure, that's the way you put your horn on your face, that it maybe wouldn't have enough strength to cope with a big career. And I laughed very much when I heard that because, I mean, now you're principal horn, the Berlin Philharmonic, and soloist all over the world. But they told me that you've really worked your way up. You've worked very hard on yourself. I know a lot of young players think, okay, they play in the Berlin Philharmonic, it must be easy for them. But you had to work really hard.
Yes, work in progress. That's what it is. No, because when I was starting in Frankfurt at the age of 20 as principal horn, I had a very supportive section. But I realized that I did not have the strength what I would need really for these 5.5 opera monsters and things like this. So I found out that I have to develop more, my embouchure more breathing, more control, everything. So this is a progress still going on, always.
It never stops,
you always have to
does it?
control. No, always control every time. Not every time you practice, but a couple of times.
Do you find the older you get, and of course you're not old, we're just getting younger in mind. The older we get, though, do you find the more you have to work on it?
The older you get, the more experienced you are. That makes it easier. So you spend more time in preparation of your embouchure and finding ways how to play louder and softer in all ranges.
This is true.
More or less.
Now, I have a couple of questions for you. People are always asking the same things about the horn. They want to know, firstly, they want to know how much a horn costs, but they can go onto a website and look and see how much it costs. They want to know, why do you stuff your fist up in the bell? Because I guess it looks a bit weird for somebody who doesn't know a horn. You have this arm doing this and the right hand has just disappeared. Now, we've talked about stop notes, so that's using the hand in the bell. But why do we hold the horn inside the bell?
Oh, because it's nice and warm there. No, just kidding. No. It is, of course, historic, because historic-wise, the horn didn't have valves. So the horn player... Valves.
Excuse me, valves.
The horn didn't have valves. And so they found out a way how to cut a part of the tube with their hand. So this sort of changes the notes into half-tone steps or tone steps. So that was how they made scales.
Made different notes.
Yeah,
they made different notes like this. And now we just use it as a...
And now we use it just to hold the horn. It gives a nice sound. And also sometimes for the stop
notes, that's true. The other question that I get, or we all get, especially when we go into a school and explain to kids about the horn, they all want to know, when you see a horn, you've got your horn here, can I just have it for a minute?
Oh yes,
coincidentally we have your horn here. May I?
Please.
Horn players do this.
Yes.
And that's actually quite disgusting. And now we have the whole of the digital concert hall audience going, ugh.
Yeah.
But they see us horn players doing that all the time, don't they? May I give you your horn back?
Yes, please.
Will you please tell the audience what we are actually doing?
Okay.
Is it spit or is it
not
not
spit? No, it's not spit. If I would spit 2 liters in there, I would sort of dry out during the concert. What I do. No, it's just like if you have a cold window and you blow on it, you see it's going to get foggy. And then after a while, this fog is going to turn into little drops. Same happens to your horn, because the horn is colder than your breath you're breathing out. So it gets foggy inside, and yeah.
Not even a tiny little bit of spit in there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. No, maybe a tiny little
Well, this is something we just wanted to clear up. You know, we don't only want to talk
really
about
spit.
Musical expression on the digital concert hall. We need to get to the nitty-gritty.
Spit.
And yeah.